This is Corporal Mike Bergero with the Orange County Sheriff's Office Homicide Unit. Today's date is February 24th, 2010, and the time right now is 15:53. I am at SeaWorld speaking with Lynne Margaret Schaber. And Ms. Schaber, you're an employee of SeaWorld?
I am.
And did you work today?
I did.
And what time did you come into work today?
10:45.
And your shift is until?
10:15.
PM.
PM.
Okay, and you work in the, with the whales?
Shamu Stadium.
Okay, Shamu Stadium. And can you tell me what you observed early this afternoon?
We had a Dine with Shamu buffet where we do a trainer-whale interaction. This afternoon it started about 1 o'clock, 1:15. After the interaction, Dawn Brancheau was interacting with the whale, and Jay Tobolewski and myself were spotting her. So someone's with her while she's interacting with the whale.
So let me make sure I understand.
Yes.
Are you in the water or are you out of the water?
It is touching. It's contact, but not in the water. So
Okay.
she was with contact with the whale at the surface, dry.
Okay.
But she could touch him.
Okay.
So various things of touching his face, touching his body.
And where are you located as a spotter?
It is a pool deck that is rocks. Rocks surround the pool. So she was on the rocks or on the scale that we have, and we were next to her. I went below through the weight room downstairs to the underwater viewing, which is the window below the rocky area.
Okay.
And was waiting for her to ask the whale to go down to the window for guest pictures.
Okay.
So he was in front of me, but above me. So I did see his head. So basically from his
Fin? The dorsal fin?
well, yeah, like from the bottom of his head, from his chin down. Basically,
Okay.
didn't see his eyes or his top of his mouth.
Okay. And could you view Dawn?
You could not see Dawn. I
Okay.
assumed she was above me because
Okay.
he would sit in front of her. It's a control that he was with her. He wasn't swimming. He was sitting vertical in the water in front of her.
Okay. And where's the other spotter? You said Jay?
Jay was up top
With her?
with Dawn. I don't know
Okay.
exactly where he was because I was down below.
Okay.
So there's a span of rocks there.
And how many folks are in the viewing area with you?
At least 30.
And these are guests?
So I guess in the education members
Okay.
and photographers who are getting ready to take the picture for the
Okay.
people that booked the tour.
Okay.
Okay.
And then what happens?
And then basically I saw him pull her in. I saw her in the water on top of him and he swam away. So I knew that he had her. And he's not a whale that we get in the water with. So I ran up for emergency procedure because he's a possessive animal. His history is he keeps things that are in the water with him. And he has a history of 2 previous humans of keeping them. So one was a trainer, one was, I believe...
Of not letting them out of the water again?
Yes. So that we knew it was bad. And then I ran upstairs and we did the emergency procedure, which is sounding the alarm and trying to get a net in the pool to get him to a side pool to get her out.
How large is the pool that he was in? Is it a smaller pool?
I think it's about 20 to 22 feet deep. I don't know. Maybe 100 feet across.
In a
long.
circle? Long?
Yeah, and maybe 50, 60 feet wide.
Okay.
Or depth.
Okay.
About.
All right. And you say he pulled her in, but did you actually physically see this, or you just
saw her in the water?
You just saw her when you saw her. She was in the water.
She was in the water.
You didn't see how she necessarily got into the water.
No.
Okay.
But it's our standard procedure for us not to be in the water with that whale.
Okay.
So unless
what
she
happened
jumped.
on these previous things, and how long ago were they? These
I
prior
don't have
incidents.
the details. I am not the person that has the details of his history of what it was. I know one was a guest that stayed in the park after hours.
Okay.
And got in the pool, so I'm not sure. But that was, I know SeaWorld has information about that one.
That was a long time ago.
It was a little while ago, yeah, at least years ago. And the other one is a former trainer, so my management staff would have information on.
But not while you were employed here?
No, not
And how
while I
long
was
have you been employed with SeaWorld?
with SeaWorld for 2008 years.
For 8 years?
8 years.
Okay. And I'm assuming that your efforts were in vain? You were not able to get her out of the water? Was the whale trying to prevent you from like sort of...
He did not. The procedure is to pull a net to get him either between the object and himself, or to get him to a side pool to be able to retrieve whatever, and it was unsuccessful.
Was she, he was preventing her from surfacing? Was she able to surface?
He never, I don't believe, I don't know if he ever brought her to the surface. When
Okay.
she was at the surface, she was already unconscious.
Okay.
When I saw her. And I don't have a time frame. I don't know
How long was she in
how
the water?
long it was. I don't know. I was working the net, trying to get there was numerous number of us. So I'm really unclear of the start to finish or anything else. But I know there was a number of people that right, the alarm, I'm sure they have it time stamped.
Okay. Was any of this on video? Is this captured by a video anywhere? Do you know?
Possibly park security videos, possibly, in that
Okay.
dying area. Possibly. I don't know. I don't believe, unless there was guests at underwater viewing, I don't know when they cleared that out, but it should have been cleared up top of guests. So.
Okay. Just the guests down below where
Yeah.
sort of in the viewing area where you were.
I believe the top area was clear of the guests that were dining previously.
Okay.
I believe, but the catering staff would know better than that.
Okay. Anything else that you can
It's
think
difficult
of?
when it's an animal home.
Yeah.
It's different.
A lot.
It's different. Basically, it was just he just became an animal. You know,
Right.
they're not tame.
Right.
He just didn't bear an animal farm, so
Yeah, they revert back.
that's just naturally how they are. So it was just a mistake, it seems.
Yeah. Anything else that you can think of?
That's what I observed. That's, you know, I don't know if you need more details. I mean, the emergency procedure is he was in that small pool. They could give you the letters of the pool, the gates.
Right, we can obtain that.
There's all that, you know.
Right.
But that's for my.
Okay. All right. Do you swear the statement you provided is true?
I do swear.
Okay. We'll conclude this statement, and the time right now is 16:01 hours.